Hi everyone, my name's Katie Umfleet. Today I'm going to be talking about and showing you around this digital library, which is called Women Working 1800 to 1930. This is also one of Harvard Library's digital collections, and the URL is library.harvard.edu/collections/women-working-1800-1930. So to actually explore the collection, we're going to click on this link and it will take us to this very similar page. And next we're going to go to the About page. So the mission of this digital library is to look at Harvard Library's women's history materials in a new and feminist light. And by curating these materials, the creators of this digital library believe that these items will help to illuminate women's history. This also aligns with Harvard Library's general mission to expand world knowledge, exploration, and creativity. This digital library is essentially a collection of books, items, and photographs that show the impact of working women on the economy from 1800 to the Great Depression. This digital library does not specify a specific user community, but as part of the Harvard Library, users would likely be students and faculty, or researchers and those interested in women's history. Stakeholders for this digital library include Harvard Library and Harvard University. Additionally, the contact for this digital library is the Schlesinger Library on the History of Women in America, and this here is their website. And the Schlesinger Library is part of the Radcliffe Institute for Advanced Study. This digital library is mostly operated by the curators of the collection, but is also probably operated by the Harvard Library and their Curiosity digital collections. Harvard Library's digital collections are partially funded by the library's Innovation Grant Program. I wasn't able to find any other information on how the library is funded, but as these collections continue to be digitized and with growing technology, it's possible that this project could be sustainable if the responsible parties value its upkeep. In terms of other digital libraries, this is part of Harvard's Curiosity digital collections, which I can show you now. And these collections follow a similar format, but they focus on a different range of topics. So we have books and botany, there's crime in here, all sorts of different stuff. So in terms of the actual content of the digital library, it contains 650,000 individual pages from more than 3,100 books and trade catalogs, 900 archives and manuscript items, and 1,400 photographs. Additionally, there's about 4,500 items that are actually browsable from the digital library website, and these are mostly images or books and documents. There's no formal collection development policy listed, and it does not mention the projected goals or plans for the digital library, so it's hard to say where the library is headed or how it may evolve in the future. The digital library also does not specify who can or cannot add items to the collection. However, the collection is comprised of resources from a variety of repositories, such as Harvard Business, Art, and Law museums and libraries. So the curators seem to collect these items from the various resources and put them all together. In terms of the organization of the digital library, the collection is not organized into browsable collections or sections. From this front page, you basically get the option to browse all items, and from there you have the option to filter over here on the left. And then also this digital format filter allows you to filter between books or images. Additionally, from looking at some of the Harvard digital collections information, the digital collections use Dublin Core or mods for their metadata, and when looking at books, it provides all of the information here, like a bibliographic record, and then it also provides a link to the actual bibliographic record in the catalog. Additionally, there's very little technology information mentioned on the digital library. It doesn't mention where the files are stored or the hardware components or security information. As for the interface, it is very basic. There are very few actually clickable links aside from the filtering system or the actual objects themselves. You really only have so many options. As long as a user knows how to search and how to filter results, this is a very simple interface to navigate. While many of Harvard's materials are restricted to those affiliated with Harvard, the digital collections are all free and open to use for anyone who's interested. As for the search service, it is very basic, as I mentioned. There's this single search bar. There's no advanced option. It's just this one basic option and then the ability to filter. And browsing is similar. You can browse all items and then filter the results. Another option that I would have liked to see is the ability to browse specific collections. So maybe on that home page next to the option to browse all items, I would have liked to see options for different collections. So now I can show you how to do a search. So I'm going to go to the search bar and type factory. And then here are our results, but I only want to see images, so I'm going to filter that on the left. Here are all of the different images that are related. This one looks interesting. So here we have our photograph in the viewer. You can zoom in or move it around, and then all the information is down here with a link to the Hollis image catalog. So those are the basic search options. For reference, they don't have much information. The only option that they list is the contact for the Schlesinger library. And there's no FAQ or chat option, but I assume the Schlesinger contact would be able to answer most of those questions. There's also a report a problem link down here, which takes you to a form that you can fill out with your issues. So that is basically the Women Working Digital Library. When I was looking at all of this, there was also an archived option of the website, which is here, and there's a lot more information and organization and links and things on here. This looks much more like a library website to me than the other one. This looks like it's just a page that's part of a larger project, but it could be still evolving and being added to. So that concludes my presentation, and thank you for listening.